So I would now like to introduce Chris Baughman, who was selected by our student body as a whole to be our student speaker today. Chris?
Don't worry, I'll stand up for the rest of this. Hippopotamus, hamburger, and the beaches. So it is a great honor to be able to stand up here in front of all of you today. We've all fought really hard through an entire year and have gotten right here, right now. I want to congratulate you. We'll talk a little bit more about this in a second. But thanks for the year that I've had with you as well. And to all the people that have invested in each one of us, to those that are here today, to those that weren't able to make it here today, to those that are no longer with us, thank you. And to the staff and faculty that put up with us for an entire year, holy cow. And congratulations, you've got more students coming in 2 weeks. All right, so let's get this party started. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you guys my 30-second elevator pitch. Congratulations, you elected me. You're going to like it. Okay, so I'm Chris Baughman. For the last 10 years, I've been doing business development, mostly in the building materials and consumer goods arenas. Then a year ago, I decided to go and get my MBA from Hult International School of Business. Now, at this point in time, I kind of usually go on. Now, when I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today, it really hit me. I was like, this one sentence no longer really gets at it. We've had kind of an awesome year. I know I have, at least. But what about this year has been awesome? So I started to ask myself some questions. First question, was it the Hult staff? Was it the campus? Yes, every single day that I walked in there, I smiled. Mostly because Bon was doing something to Wah and Sarah, standing up on a chair with his lensless glasses on, doing something, being totally amusing. Or maybe it was Wah with her secret stash of fresh-baked goodness that you had to endure Vietnamese abuse in order to get. It was amazing. Or possibly the Culture Quest days, otherwise known as free food, insert day here. They were fantastic, right? We got to learn a lot. So that gets a little bit to it, but was it because I learned so much? Well, yeah, I spent a lot of time in class, preparing for class, reading a quant book that I still don't know what it said. Actually, I remember one day walking into the school. I don't know if it was Mod B or C, but I do remember that there were room after room after room full of MIBs making paper airplanes. They're standing there about 4 to 6 inches of paper up right here, seeing how quickly and how precisely they can make these paper airplanes. I can't wait till they use this in an interview. So what are you good at? I can make a lot of paper airplanes really fast. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we learned a lot, but we also did a lot of group work, right? I swear, if one more person in my life comes up to me and talks to me about forming, storming, norming, and performing, I'm probably going to kick them in the shins and run away. But I will say I learned a lot in groups. A lot about myself, a lot about each one of you, and how to move forward. As well, I learned a lot about other people, other cultures. I mean, imagine this. One day I was told that on my team, I was going to have somebody from the mythical fairy tale land of Macedonia. Where are you at, Galabina? Pretty much one of the best team members I've ever had in my entire life, and she still believes her country exists. But I love you, Galabina. So, yes, I learned a lot about that. I learned about how to work with people, people who did their work and people who didn't do their work, and really how to move on and deal with that, which is kind of a big deal. But that didn't quite get at it all either. So then I thought about some of the other stuff, like getting the chance to rotate. Now, if my pure goal of getting my MBA was in order to buy clothing, then my rotation to Shanghai would have been the defining moment in my career here. Pretty much everything I'm wearing except for my socks and shoes, including my fake watch, is from Shanghai. Jonathan, don't laugh. Where are you at exactly? I think he's the only person that outspent me at the fabric market. So yes, all these things were important, but they also didn't quite get to it. So I took a look at what the common theme was. What was that thread? Kind of the red thread that you could see in every single one of the items. And that was this group of 480 students. This group, sorry professors, but I learned more from this group of 480 students than I did from anybody else in this school. In class, we got to hear about things like ideation, innovation, and Apple. And I hope I never have to talk about that company ever again. But while this subject was kind of the same, the concepts that we were all talking about kept getting better and better, right? When people would talk in class, we started out kind of sounding dumb at the beginning, I'm guessing, but by the end, what people were saying actually started to make sense. And we started to come to a place where we were getting smarter. In fact, some of us can actually do NPVs and cash flow analyses, like Juan Camilo and most of the MFins over here. But the rest of us, we can all nod and smile at just the right time, right? Exactly. So, but we were all just talented in class, right? I have to bring Hult's Got Talent into this because I was amazed by a couple of the things that happened. When the Baughman took on the computer in a game of chess blindfolded, I was blown away. I don't know about any of you guys, but I can barely beat an infant at chess. It was absolutely amazing. He knew where everything was on the board. Or whether it was Naveed, who verbally assassinated the microphone in front of us with his emotion, or Amy, who I don't think any of us knew this girl could dance like this, but she just rocked everybody's world with her traditional Indian dance. This was amazing. But our bonds, like that situation, are much deeper than the classroom. Each and one of us is going to take away memories from this year that are going to be amazing. Every day when I look in the mirror, I get to remember Bernardo through this scar and with a smile. Bernacio, I hope you're watching this on YouTube sometime. It fills my heart with joy every time I think about that. Or the times that I spent with Arun. Arun, my roommate over here, we talked for hour upon hour about how to become better people, how to go through different things, and how to handle group situations better. He's going to be a friend that I take away for life. But what many of you guys don't know is that at the very beginning, he got a higher bid than me at the date pitch night. That just about ruined us. I mean, I thought I was just a different version of Bald and Beautiful. So anyways, we're going to walk away from here with 480 potential friends. This year, my Facebook friend list went from 600 to 964. I felt like a rock star. Until I looked at some of the MDM's pages. And Louisa, seriously, where are you at? 2,300? That's just exhausting. Whatever the case, we're going to walk away from here with that opportunity. From here on out, you guys are a part of my brand. And I hope that I am a part of yours. So once again, I'm Chris Baughman. For the last 10 years, I've been doing business development in the building materials and consumer goods arena. Then 1 year ago, I had the opportunity to study international business with 480 other students that spanned the globe. They helped me learn about a global approach to business strategy and life enjoyment. And with that, after graduating, I'm going to be able to take this and be the best sales and strategy manager that you're going to be able to find. To the whole graduating class of 2012, congratulations, we all did it. We kicked this one in the pants, and we're done. Thank you.